Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing an interior comparison on my 1995 Oldsmobile Aurora and my 2018 Tesla Model 3 Performance. I've owned my Aurora for 4 months now and I'm absolutely loving it even though it's got some issues. I've owned the Tesla for 1 month now and it's really changed my perception on electric vehicles. To learn more about my experiences, check out my YouTube channel. I know many of you are watching without subscribing, so hit that subscribe button and show your support to the channel. This is a comparison that no one asked for, so let's get right into it. Starting off with the Tesla on the front door panels, I'm a sucker for these frameless windows. They just look very classy. Even the Oldsmobile Aurora has them too, and honestly, I think it looks a little better on the Aurora, if I'm being completely honest. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. The Tesla uses a lot of soft touch material on the door panel, especially on top, above there, where you put your arm, and I like the suede material in the center. It definitely adds a touch of luxury. You have an automatic door release as well as a manual door release here just in case the battery dies. Let's talk about these seats. These are one of the most comfortable modern day seats I've ever sat in. Even though it's not made out of real leather, there's a lot of cushioning and it's very soft too, making it ideal for longer road trips. They also look very good too. Moving on to the Oldsmobile Aurora's front door panel, I love the complicated look of this door panel. Just like the Tesla, there's a lot of soft touch material, which is surprising because this is a car from the 90s, which is an era known for cheap plastics. You have your adjustments here, as well as a heater vent, which is super cool on the door panel. The airflow connects when the door is closed through this air tunnel, which is actually such a cool and clever idea. Anyways, you got 2 speakers on the door panel, just like the Tesla, but unlike the Tesla, there's an actual door handle here. You got a nice door light here, and there's a bit of storage too. These seats are the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. You absolutely just sink in. They may not be as good looking as the Tesla seats, but they're far superior in terms of comfort. I would rather drive this than a Tesla on a long road trip. They're just amazing. I wish automakers still made seats like these. Just take a look at this interior. It's a work of art. The rich wood accents and the driver-focused cockpit really makes this a very attractive cabin, but also very functional with everything easily laid out. There's no screens, everything is just there. It's a very warm and inviting cabin. This gotta be one of GM's best interior they've made in my opinion. All the new stuff they're coming out with, it just doesn't stick with me. The interior has aged very well in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. The Tesla, on the other hand, goes for a very minimalistic look, which I also really like, but it looks a little boring to me. Like, nothing is really going on here, really. I love the real wood trim here. It adds a bit of color to the rather bland cabin. Also, every single function is controlled through the screen, which some people like and others absolutely hate, but it's just a matter of getting used to. The HVAC vents are beautifully integrated into the dash to a point where you don't even know it's there. It looks really cool and futuristic, and I think this cabin will age very well. Hopping into the front passenger seat of the Oldsmobile Aurora, it's just complete luxury. I love the way that these center controls are tailored to the driver. I can't stress enough how comfortable these seats are. They sure don't make them like they used to. I have lots of leg room, head, and hip room, and me being 6 foot tall, I'm super comfortable up front. There's nice soft touch materials on the dash, and it's held up quite well over the years. GM sure went all out on this product, and it's a shame they discontinued the Aurora and Oldsmobile as a whole brand. I love the unique door handles on the Tesla, but they're awful when you have a handful of things and you're trying to open the door. Just like the Aurora, there's lots of head, leg, and hip room here. Since there's no engine up front, the dashboard is so low, giving you so much visibility up front. It honestly feels like you're in a simulation when driving. It definitely took me a while to get used to that. Moving into the back seat of the Tesla, the same premium door panel materials up front carry through in the back here. The seats are very plush back here too. I really appreciate that the whole seat is using the same vegan leather material. It makes it feel a lot premium because a lot of other automakers throw in some bonded leather, vinyls, and other materials, and you can actually feel the difference between the materials. So I'm really thankful that this is all the same materials. There's lots of head, hip, and leg room here as well. I can sit comfortably back here, but then the only problem is there's a lack of thigh support back here. The Tesla has this beautiful panoramic roof. It doesn't open up, but it lets a lot of light in. All 3 seats back here have 3 level heated seats, which you don't see that much in normal gasoline cars. Since there's no transmission tunnel, there's actually a lot of room back here, even in the middle seat. You can comfortably sit an adult here. It's not like a jumper seat in many other vehicles. Same as the front, you have the fancy auto door release button. There are no door handles back here, not even emergency ones. Moving on to the Aurora's back seat, you have to appreciate how large this door panel is. It's so wide and it opens wide as well, and it gives you a lot of space to enter in and out of. There's a light strip there, which is half red and half white. The red part is to let other drivers, pedestrians, or cyclists know that the door is open, which I'm surprised to see in a 90s car. Same as up front, there's a lot of soft touch materials on the door panels, and you get an ashtray and a cigarette lighter back here, which you don't see that much in modern day cars. Man, these seats are something else. If you think the front seats are super comfortable, you gotta sit back here. These seats are even more comfortable than up front, with tons of cushion and nice supple leather. Unfortunately, the rear seats don't fold down. Instead, you got a ski pass-through, and in the middle here you have cup holders and some extra storage space. There is no panoramic roof here. Instead, you got a regular sunroof. But something not found in the Tesla are grab handles, which is honestly an important feature in a car, and it makes longer trips enjoyable. You don't even need a panoramic sunroof here because the rear windows are absolutely huge and they let a lot of light in. I'm sitting in the middle seat right now, and I have to say it's not bad. There is this transmission tunnel here, so leg room is a bit compromised in the middle seat. I'm really happy to see there's an actual door handle here and not just a button. The door handle looks almost identical to the one in my GMC Envoy. When it comes to backseat comfort, I gotta give it to the Aurora. Even though there's no heated seats and whatnot, the comfortable seats make up for everything that is lacking back here. Let's check out the trunks of these cars. The Aurora has a long and large trunk. It definitely has a good sized trunk, but my only complaint is that it has a smaller trunk opening, so you might have difficulty loading things inside. Also, like I mentioned before, you can't fold down the seats, so there's no way for you to load larger and longer items in here. On the plus side, you do have a spare tire, which is very nice to have. Taking a look at the Tesla's trunk, you have a very large opening and a low lift-in height, making it easier to load in things. Unfortunately, there is no spare tire, which is the deal with almost all modern day cars these days. A big plus with the Tesla is that you can fold down the rear seats, which makes this a little bit more practical than the Aurora. That's going to be it for today's video, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know which vehicle you like the most. I think for me, it's the Aurora all the way. The Tesla is just a little bit too boring for me, but it's perfect for modern day use, and it gets the job done. Anyways, I'll see you all next time.